Hi and welcome to Love Doing Yoga on this Friday evening. Hope you got to enjoy at least looking at a bit of snow today. Bit of a nightmare to drive in it, but it was beautiful to look at, so I hope you got to enjoy that. A nice kind of basic practice this evening for us, which you will hopefully enjoy. As always, throughout the practice, listen to your body and only do what feels right for you today. So let us begin in a seated position, closing your eyes and sitting up nice and tall, lengthening through your spine so you're sitting as tall as you possibly can. And allow yourself to slow down. Let go your day. Let go everything that's going on in your world. And just bring yourself to your mat. Taking this time to just work with your body, your mind, and your breath. And let your attention go to your breath as you inhale through your nose, filling your belly. Pause. And then exhale through your nose. Extending that exhale so it's longer than the inhale. And then take 2 more breaths here like this. And then when you're ready, opening your eyes, sitting up nice and tall. Let's take a little twist to the left. So just rotating the body to the left as you continue to sit up nice and tall. And with each exhale, just deepening that twist a little bit further. And then coming back to the center for a breath. And taking a twist to the right. And then back to the center, drawing those arms out into a T, holding them here, softening the shoulders. Let's take 3 breaths with the arms just extended like this. One more breath. And then raise those arms up over the head, clasping the fingers together, pressing the hands away. and releasing the arms down. And from here, let's take it into a tabletop. So hips over knees, shoulders over wrists, feet straight out behind you, pressing away from the mat, almost clawing with your fingers on the mat, and have those fingers open nice and wide. And then from here, let's take it into a cat-cow, flowing with your breath, inhaling into your cow, really exaggerating the movement, and then exhaling through to that lovely rounded cat. And then coming back to center, and from here, let's stretch that right leg out. Toes pointing down towards the mat, having that leg up at around hip height, and then stretching the left arm out in front of you. Finding your point of balance here. Let your core help you. As you exhale, drawing up that pelvic floor, belly button in and up. One more breath here. And then letting the hand and leg come down as we take that over to the other side. Stretching out the left leg, toes pointing down. Right arm stretches out, keeping the gaze on the mat. Two more breaths here. And then letting the hand and the leg come down. And from here, curling those toes. Push those hips back to the heels. And then raising the knees, let's slowly make our way up into a downward dog. Remember, with the knees bent and up on your toes, now is the time to push back, lengthen through the spine, pressing away from the mat with the balls of the, not the balls of the wrist, the heels of the wrists, as you really lengthen here. And then you can begin to pedal with those legs to allow them to stretch out. And when you're ready, coming to your point of stillness here, let's take 2 breaths here. And then walking the feet up to meet the hands, making your way into a forward fold. Bending down again, hooking in with your breath, letting your breath help you just deepen that fold. With each exhale, allowing that lower rib cage to connect with the thighs. One more breath. And then bending the knees, making your way all the way up to stand at the top of your mat with your feet hip width apart. Standing up nice and tall, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Turn the palms out to face the front. Once again, connecting with the breath. As you inhale, allow the arms to just drift away. And as you exhale, letting them drift back. 2 more breaths. And then bringing your hands onto your hips, let's step this right leg back. So stepping it straight back. And bending that left knee, so we're coming into our warrior one. Squaring up the hips. Putting a little bit of extra weight into the outside edge of that back foot just to really extend that back leg. Drawing the arms up, soften the shoulders. One more breath. Engaging that core as you exhale. And then let's step that back leg back a little further, coming onto the toes. So we're in a high lunge now. Notice how that changes the stretch. Now the quad on that right leg is getting a little bit more of a stretch, and that left leg is having to work a little bit harder. And then from here, we're going to take it into a warrior two. So remember, in warrior two, your heels are lined up. So we're going to step the right leg across to line up with the heels and bring those arms into your T. Just watch your shoulders. We want to still have them over the hips. Sometimes in warrior two, your shoulders tend to just drift in front of your hips. So center them. And then gazing out over that left hand. Good. And then from here, bending that left arm, bringing it onto your left thigh. Let's draw the right arm past the ear. So still keeping those shoulders stacked on top of each other. Hopefully you can see my shoulders here. So we're nice and straight. And then raising that right arm up so it's pointing straight up to the ceiling. Let the left arm come down as you take it into a triangle, straightening that front leg if you feel like it, but still keeping the straightness of the shoulders. And then let that right arm come down, and as it does, you draw your body up, bring the hands onto the hips, step that right foot up to the top. So we're back standing up at the top of the mat again. Taking a breath here, let the arms hang down. And then let's take that through to the other side. So left leg steps back as we come into our warrior one, squaring up the hips, softening the shoulders, engaging the core, arms running up past your ears. And then coming on to the toes of this left leg, let it step back a little bit. If you're a bit wobbly, widen the stance. She says, wobbling. And raising the arms up. One more breath here. And then we're taking it into our warrior two. So stepping this left leg across to line up your heels, keeping the bend in this knee, arms into their T, having the shoulders over the hips, watching this knee that it's not falling in or out, keeping it over the ankle. Soft with the shoulders. And from here into your extended side angle, so bending that right elbow, draw the left arm up past the ear, keeping those shoulders stacked on top of each other. And then into your triangle. In your triangle, let the gaze go to the ceiling. And then drawing the body up. And once again coming to the top of your mat. Let's flow through that. So feet hip width apart, standing up nice and tall. Let's take a breath here. And then stepping the right leg back, coming into your warrior one for a breath. High lunge coming onto the toes of the right foot. Then through to your warrior two. Extended side angle. And triangle. And coming back to stand at the top of your mat for a breath. And taking it through to the other side. Warrior one. High lunge. Warrior two. Extended side angle. And triangle. And coming back to stand at the top of your mat. Let's flow through it one more time. Go at your own pace. You know the flow, so standing, and then it's warrior one, high lunge, warrior two, extended side angle, triangle, back to the top, and then on the other side. So, taking in your own time with your eyes open or closed, whatever way you want, move with your breath, whatever way you want. There's no right and wrong. Just do as feels good for you. And I'll meet you back here at the top of the mat when you've done it once on both sides. And making your way back to the top of the mat. Good. Hopefully you found your way through that in a way that worked for you. From here, raising the arms up, palms together, and raise the gaze. Take a breath. And then sweeping those arms out to the side, coming into a forward fold, nice and deep here. Bringing the hands down onto the mat. Let's make our way down into tabletop once more. Keeping it active in your tabletop. And then from here, keeping those hips over the knees, let's step the arms out, let the forehead come down for our puppy dog pose. And then pushing it back into a child's pose. And making your way down to lie on your mat. Making yourself nice and comfortable. Let the palms face upwards, the feet flop out to the side. And letting go of your feet and your legs. Letting go of your glutes and pelvis. The whole back of your body and shoulder blades. The front of your body, chest and shoulders. Letting go your arms and your hands. Your head, face, jaw and chin. The whole of your body, just let it go. And take some time here for gratitude. For whatever you're feeling particularly grateful for today. And letting your attention go to your breath. Inhaling through your nose, into your belly, pause, and then exhale through your nose. And spend a few minutes here just focusing on your breath.